Softball is a really great sport. I love the way we run around the court. I like the sets and spikes. I like the dive and rolls. And it all goes back to good old volleyball. I'm kind of scared to face the freshmen. I should probably give them a diss. Who am I kidding? They still talk like this. Sophomores are kind of scary. Winning might be a reach. Actually, they probably don't care because they're nervous for their sophomore speech. And of course, the juniors. Participation they lack. People they have hardly sent. The only way for them to show up is to make it a service requirement. Seniors, we the best, nothing more. Our names will be in history and read for sure in folklore. And seniors against the faculty, we know we're going to win. Because will there even be enough teachers to make a lineup? Will they even show up? Because I know they can't do push-ups, so we will make sure to play our backups.
So the 8th and 9th graders are going to play the seniors on Monday at lunch. The 10th graders are going to play the 11th graders on Tuesday, and the winners of those games will face each other on Thursday, and the champions will play the faculty at a date that has yet to be decided.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Can't do push-ups. Tell you what, we'll have a public competition. You do one for every year that I am old, and I'll do one for every year. Good morning. If you missed the TEDx event, you really missed something, but you'll have an opportunity if you didn't stream it live last night. There's some rough footage on Facebook now, but there'll be some more polished video uploaded in a couple of months. We'll keep you posted. So just wanted to extend some thanks. The genesis of the idea for having TEDx at York was Mr. Brookhauser's, and he led the charge, and his spirit of creativity and innovation has been terrific. Plus he managed a lot of the technical details, and there were a lot of technical details. So thank you, Mr. Brookhauser. Nothing happens without setup and support. Thank you, Mr. Rousseau. The real heavy lifting and the success of the event has mostly to do with the advancement office. And they worked very, very hard. And I know sometimes you think of the advancement office as people who raise money. Last night was not about raising money. Last night was about another very important function of the advancement office, and that's telling New York's story in the community. And the TEDx event told that story very well. And the speakers, from our parent to our alumni, faculty members, especially students, told a story of creativity, told a story of dedication, told a story of resilience, meeting challenges, told a story about hard work and about curiosity, about research in the oceans and in the stars, all of those things that we value about the experience at York School, the kind of educational experience we want you to have. But in addition to putting on display intelligence, poise, articulate speech, it's not just about demonstrating the skill of public speaking or the hard work and the knowledge, and in this case the application of knowledge. But I thought what was so striking were how many of those talks were not about, hey, look at me, I'm winning the race, I'm really important, I'm really smart. It weren't about that at all. The inspirational talks last night, for me especially, were about concern for others, about our global and our local, and in fact our family responsibilities. And of all those values, all those things we hold near and dear and consider important, compassion, concern for others, empathy, probably the most important thing. It was a great night for York School. I'm proud of all of you. I've never, in fact, been more proud to be part of this community. Thank you very much.
Haikus are easy.
But they don't always make sense.
Cheesy potatoes! For those of you who don't know, that was a haiku.
The haiku is also the idea behind the first contest for Lit Mag.
Starting on Monday, there will be a submission box near the front doors of the library. And the poem can be on any subject following any theme or mood.
All participants will get their poem published in the end of the year literary magazine.
And the winner will receive a fabulous prize, which has yet to be determined. The contest will end Wednesday before fall break, so get in those submissions.
And you can submit as many as you want, because we really love haikus.
Yeah, and they're short, so
Yeah.
Juniors, there's a prom committee meeting Monday, room 14.
Philip and I are trying to restart the Wilderness Club.
We're gonna meet on F Day in the physics room.
This is just to find out like who wants to do it and what kind of trips you'd be interested in taking. It's not really like a meet every week sort of thing. So yeah.
You should come, it's super fun.
Yeah.
See you all there.
Yeah.
Girls field hockey has a game today against Notre Dame at Palma, so girls be up with the fans at 2:20.
And on Monday, we have our second home game against Catalina at 3:30, and you should all come out and watch because it's going to be a really exciting game because it was really close last time. Thank you.
We regret to inform all of you that the boys cross country team did absolutely wonderfully yesterday. With the boys varsity taking first.
This man taking first out of the boys varsity. This one taking second, that one taking sixth, and me taking eighth.
As the girls varsity also came in second, with Genevieve taking second overall in the girls. And the boys junior varsity came in third overall.
With Alex Warzicki coming in
Third or fourth.
Okay. JSA will be meeting Tuesday, G-Day at lunch in room 8.
we'll be talking about Fall State, which is our first convention, so yay!
Yeah.
A quick follow-up to Mr. Harmon's announcement today. It sort of ties in. We thought it would fit in really well, actually. Ms. Sanford and I would like to start something new at York, and this is to give back to the amazing community that we have here. As some of you know, my younger son's studying in Spain this year, and beginning of the year, one of his classmates came up to me and said, how's he doing? How's things going? And I said, it's really funny. I was just thinking of him today and how much I miss him. I know it's hard to believe, but I do. And one of the really nice things that he used to do for me, maybe it wasn't probably in my best interest, but he's very health conscious, fanatic about soccer, as you know, and he would always take his donut from his class meeting, but instead of eating it, he would usually bring it to me. And as some of you have seen, he would leave it on my desk in the classroom, and I kind of would forget about it, but I became accustomed to it. It was really a nice little thing that I would think, what a sweet thing he would do. Well, I shared this with one of his classmates, and it was amazing. Like a couple weeks later, I'm coming into class, actually it was a couple days ago, and I came into class, and I look, and on my desk, right there, in the same napkin, the same place as the donut. And I thought, it just made my day. And I mean, it was my tough day. I had 5 classes in a row. I was doing meetings, and it just picked me up. I think I taught a better class afterwards. And those are the kind things that people here do, unsolicited, no motivation. This student isn't in my class. Just did this. In fact, I've probably given the student a really hard time in many situations, but she went ahead and did this. So I just wanted to, first of all, publicly thank Jessie Lyons for doing this. Jessie is by no means the only one doing these things, but other places I've been at school, we have this tradition, and I would like to bring it here to York. We talked about this together, and she would like to recognize someone else for a similar really nice gesture. And we'd like to create these wonderful little stars that we're going to be putting in the little box by where all the service announcements are. And I would like to ask all our colleagues and the faculty, please send Ms. Sanford and I emails when you see other acts, similar acts, that we would just like to give a little, nod to and appreciation for. So I will.
So I'm going to leave some stars on the bulletin board, so if there's somebody that's done some random act of kindness for you, I know we don't do acts of kindness to be recognized, we do them kind of in secret a lot of the time, but if you just want to have a way to reach out and say thanks for the great thing that made you feel really good. My example, it's a short story, Sophia Taylor-Home, instead of just doing her work job, she'll open up the coffee maker and check and see if the coffee filter's been emptied out of that, and it's kind of like, I know it's a little thing, but it's kind of like, oh my gosh, it's like she cares about us. So, I'm going to put her, she's one of those invisible stars, so I want to put her out there in public for a little bit. And there's some stars if you want to do the same for your friends.
Thank you.
So a couple other things that are on the service bulletin board, which is right outside the Chinese room by room 9. The representative from the Outdoor Science School who's looking for camp counselors during fall break and spring break, he left a bunch of flyers, and so there's a bunch of them on the bulletin board. You can take one if you're interested in being a camp counselor for a week. I got a plea from somebody at Orchestra in the Schools. It's a music organization for elementary school students. And they're looking for somebody who can update their website and do some tech help with them. So any of you who are looking for service learning opportunities that involve your technical skills, there's a need there, as well as if there are people who are musicians and want to help with the practices. So I'll put the information for that on the bulletin board. And then last announcement, the Thai girl who I was begging for a family for, they found a family for her that very afternoon, and I asked, are there any other students who we can take at our school? And they said there's a Thai boy. So this is kind of our last chance, I think, if we want to have a student see me right after break, if you think you might be interested in having a boy from Thailand stay with your family for the year. Thanks.
Okay, just really quick reminder, the Depression and Anxiety Support Group is meeting today in the downstairs art room. And then really quick, you probably have all noticed that there is a mural now on campus. It's very bright. It's right in front of the science building. That's thanks to last year's seniors. And I just want to put it out there. This year's seniors, if you guys want to do a mural, I will totally help you with that because it's so colorful. So, thanks.
Could I have the sophomore class officers come up on the stage? Let's do York School sophomore speeches next Friday. So, orator sophomores, please rise. Sophomores, please rise. May the welcoming spirit of the York community inspire and support you. The torch has been passed. Let the speeches